नमस्कार एवरीवन, मैं हूं सीए निशा शर्मा। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे अगेन कुछ चेंजेस इंट्रोड्यूस किए गए हैं बाय आईसीएआई while generating UDIN regarding the opinion in tax audit report। तो क्या है वो चेंजेस? डायरेक्टली हम जंप करते हैं इन द कॉलम जिसमें चेंजेस किए गए हैं, दैट इज ऑडिट ओपिनियन सेक्शन। इज ऑडिटर ओपिनियन एप्लीकेबल टू दिस ऑडिट? इस कॉलम में कोई भी चेंज नहीं किया गया है। यहाँ पर ड्रैग ड्रॉप ऑप्शन में दो अवेलेबल ऑप्शंस हैं, येस और नो। Auditor is always expressing his or her opinion while GST or tax audit report. So you will always be selecting yes over here. Even if tax audit report is clean or unmodified, we will always be selecting yes. नो का ऑप्शन उन केसेस में है जहां पर आप सर्टिफिकेट्स पे यूडीएन लगा रहे हैं या कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स या टेस्टेशन फंक्शन परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं जहां पर आप अपना ओपिनियन नहीं दे रहे हैं, उन केसेस में यू विल बी सिलेक्टिंग नो। ऑडिटर ओपिनियन की जब हम बात करते हैं तो चेंजेस यहाँ पर किए गए हैं। अर्लियर बिफोर चेंजेस देयर वर 7 ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल: अनमॉडिफाइड ओपिनियन, क्वालिफाइड ओपिनियन, एडवर्स ओपिनियन, डिस्क्लेमर ऑफ ओपिनियन, EOM emphasis of matter paragraph, CAM key audit matter paragraph and other matter paragraph। सो बेसिकली अर्लियर यहाँ पर 7 तरीके के मेजर हेड्स दिए गए थे, लेकिन उनको अब शॉर्ट करके 4 कर दिया गया है। यानी कि आप इनमें से चारों में से कोई एक सिलेक्ट करेंगे। और क्यों सिलेक्ट करेंगे, किन केसेस में कौन सा ओपिनियन आपने सिलेक्ट करना है, उसकी वीडियो मेरे चैनल पर अवेलेबल है। मैं उसका लिंक भी आपको यहाँ पर दे दूंगी, आप उस वीडियो को भी देखकर समझ सकते हैं दैट किन केसेस में हम कौन सा ओपिनियन चूज करेंगे। मैं यहाँ पर क्वालिफाइड ओपिनियन चूज कर रही हूँ। नेक्स्ट, की ऑडिट मैटर पैराग्राफ, एम्फसिस ऑफ मैटर पैराग्राफ के आगे आपको येस और नो के बटन्स दे दिए गए हैं। यहाँ पर सबसे पहले ये चीज समझना जरूरी है दैट टैक्स ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में आप ओपिनियन दे रहे हैं, क्वालिफाइड ओपिनियन दे रहे हैं, उसके साथ अगर आप की ऑडिट मैटर पैराग्राफ या एम्फसिस ऑफ मैटर पैराग्राफ या अदर मैटर पैराग्राफ भी अपनी टैक्स ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में मेंशन कर रहे हैं तो आप यस प्रेस करेंगे। लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है दैट आपकी टैक्स ऑडिट रिपोर्ट यानी कि 3CD में आपका कोई भी एम्फसिस ऑफ मैटर पैराग्राफ या कैम्स नहीं है, अदर मैटर नहीं है, तो आप नो सिलेक्ट करेंगे। अब यहाँ पर ये जानकारी होना जरूरी है दैट किन केसेस में हम की ऑडिट या एम्फसिस ऑफ मैटर पैराग्राफ का डिफरेंस क्या है। सो बीइंग एन ऑडिटर, इफ वी आर ड्रॉइंग अटेंशन टू द ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड इंफॉर्मेशन इन द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट, मैनेजमेंट ने अपनी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट में ऑलरेडी नोट्स के फॉर्म में कोई इंफॉर्मेशन disclose करी है, and we being an auditor is just drawing attention to that note, we will be giving emphasis of matter paragraph just after the opinion paragraph. So basically it always start with we draw attention to note this of financial statement. So just we are drawing attention of the users of financial statement for better understanding। एग्जाम्पल कॉमन है, litigation के cases are going on, income tax appeals are going on, GST appeals are going on जिसमें significant amount is involved, उन cases में हम emphasis draw करते हैं as it is clear from the name itself that we are giving importance or we are emphasizing some matter. Okay, next is key audit matter graph. Key audit matter paragraph is from the auditor's opinion. It is for the auditor's professional judgment that while finalizing the tax audits, what were the complex areas, what were the significant areas, risk areas on which auditor has emphasized. So basically here auditor is giving the clarity to the users, to the management, that these are the complex areas on which I have made or I have put the efforts while finalizing the tax audit report. So this is the difference between key audit matter and emphasis of matter paragraph. Other matter again there is, अगर आप चाहते हैं that for enhancing the level of communication of report, for enhancing the level of transparency, there are certain issues which are not so significant but disclosure is required, so you can give it in other matter paragraph. Next is material uncertainty relating to going concern. Again, this arises in very rare issues in non-corporate entities when there are recurring losses, when you are having net working capital in a negative form, when your entity, when your assesses entity is facing liquidity crunch, in that cases material uncertainty relating to going concern, these are the hints which will lead to go for uncertainty related to going concern. But being an auditor, you will go to the advanced level. You will discuss with the management that what would be the plan of action in the upcoming 12 months after the balance sheet date to overcome these issues, like to overcome the overdue amounts, to overcome the negative net working capital. So after this discussion, if you are of the view, if you are satisfied with the answers of the management and you are of the view that management has disclosed this fact in the financial statement, that yes, material uncertainty to going concern is there, you can give unmodified opinion along with emphasis of matter paragraph. But if this disclosure has not been mentioned anywhere in the financial statement, it would lead to material misstatement as per SA 701, 705 or 706. In that case, you will be giving qualified opinion along with material uncertainty relating to going concern paragraph individually, separately in tax audit report. So basically we can understood this with the help of a common example. I would relate it with a matter in 3CD, like MSME creditors. Okay, so if the management has disclosed the unpaid amount in the financial statement to the MSME creditors, in that case, as an auditor, we will be giving emphasis of matter paragraph because management has done the calculation part, management has done the disclosure part. So we being an auditor will be just drawing the attention of the users of financial statement that this is the part, this is the amount which remain unpaid till the tax audit period. Okay. Earlier, what would be the key audit matter paragraph in that case? If management has not provided you the disclosure, but being an auditor, you have spent time on the auditing of vendor classification and along with interest calculation part, then you will be disclosing this matter in key audit matter paragraph that being an auditor, this was the significant risk area which would lead to understatement or overstatement of profit or understatement of liability in the balance sheet part. So I being an auditor has spent or put effort in this area, so you will be mentioning it in key audit matter paragraph in qualified opinion also, if that matter has not been disclosed or presented in the financial statement. Otherwise it would also be present with unmodified opinion and key audit matter paragraph. Third scenario is neither the management has disclosed this fact of unpaid amount, nor the auditor has been provided with the appropriate evidences on the basis of which he will be able to calculate the amount of unpaid outstanding amount to the MSME creditor. Now, in that case, if that interest portion on delayed amount would have been mentioned in the financial statement, your profit figure would somehow be different. Okay, and your liability side of the balance sheet would be slightly different. Okay, so in that case, if being an auditor you are not able to calculate the interest portion, you are not able to classify the vendor's nature, that whether this creditor or this portion of creditors are MSME, or this much portion will be interest on unpaid amount. In that cases you will be qualifying your report, in that case you will be given qualified opinion. So basically this is the difference. If management has disclosed, management has done its part, then it would be emphasis of matter paragraph. If you being an auditor has spent or put efforts in calculating the amount of interest or vendor classification, that it would part of key audit matter paragraph. But if both the cases are not existing and there is not disclosure of any of the information which is significant to the financial statement and which could lead to affect the financial result in a significant manner, or the amount involved is material, then you will be qualifying your tax audit So this was the changes which have been introduced by the ICI in UDN generation. Entity type में again there is no change. Earlier there was two options, listed entity, non-listed entity. अभी भी यहाँ पर दो ही options हैं, but this is for the convenience actually in my opinion for the tax professionals, because this column was also of subjective matter type of non-listed entity. Earlier there was nature of entity, so some professionals were taking it as nature of the business and some were taking it as form of organization. So it is about the nature of non-listed entity, whether you are doing the tax audit of sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, private company, insurance company, NBFC, society, cooperative society, others. So basically this is for the convenience of the tax professionals, because there would be standard answer for everyone. एंड फिगर्स और वैल्यूज की अगर हम कॉलम पे जाएं तो यहाँ पर कोई भी ऐसा चेंज नहीं किया गया है, ये एज इट इज है जैसे कि पहला था. सो दिस वाज द वीडियो ऑल अबाउट द चेंजेस बीइंग इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन दिस सेक्शन ऑफ ऑडिट्स ओपिनियन. इफ यू लाइक द वीडियो then you kindly subscribe the channel and keep growing, keep learning with Shriji Tax Solutions. Namaskar.